Here, I have the new, limited edition version of the Arduino Uno. This is the Arduino UNO Mini, and it was released by Arduino to celebrate 10 million units of the Uno being sold. If you can't tell already, this is designed as more of a collector's item than the prototyping board of the original Arduino Uno. So welcome to a Learn Embedded Systems microcontroller review. We try and review new and interesting microcontrollers that come out, so if you are interested in keeping up to date, then make sure you're subscribed. So let's get into this. In terms of the packaging, it is quite a nice design to be honest, and we have some blurb on the back which goes into what the board is all about, and there are some labels on the side, on this side, and on the other side we have the genuine Arduino hologram thingy on the back. It's quite a premium experience for microcontroller, and it is a pretty large package. If we have a look at the box of a standard Arduino Uno for reference, we can see it's quite obvious. So we then slide the box out of the paper or card sleeve, and we are greeted with a textured cardboard box with a gold Arduino logo. And there is the same gold coloured trim around the outside of the box. Finally, after opening the box, we are greeted with the Arduino UNO Mini in its presentation setting. In the lid of the box, we have a letter signed by the Arduino founders, basically saying, "Cheers for giving us so much of your money over the years." And then we also have the serial number of the device. The product page says that this letter is hand-signed, but the only thing that actually looks handwritten is the serial number. And I got number A868. But anyway, so let's focus on the main part of this product, the board. It is held in this sort of cardboard frame, and it took me a little prying out to get it out. And that is everything that's in the box. The first thing that I notice is just how small this board is. Compared to a standard Uno, it feels about a quarter of the size. So let's take a closer look at the board then, shall we? The next thing I notice about the board is just how nice it looks, which is not usually what I care about in a microcontroller board, but that isn't really what this board is about. The black and gold theme that they have going on here is quite nice. And if we turn the board over, we can see that there are pin labels, some other logos, and the serial number of the board printed in the top right. The board also ships with these kind of covers over the pin headers, which I'm not too sure what the point of that is. Maybe it's to stop stuff getting in, I'm not sure. So now we're going to get into more of a review of the board itself. And our reviews typically start with the price, which in this case is a hefty €40, which is £34 or $45, plus shipping, which for me was another €10 from Arduino in Italy to the UK. Although I believe some local distributors are going to be stocking this board, so that should drop the shipping costs a little bit. It is limited edition, so I don't expect it to be on sale forever, but Arduino haven't mentioned how many they're actually going to produce, so take that as you will. So how much Arduino do you get for your €40? Well, the Arduino Uno Mini comes in at 34.2mm by 26.7mm and weighs only 8.05 grams, which is really compact compared to the original Uno. In terms of features, if you are familiar with an Arduino Uno, then there are no surprises here. The board is powered by the 18MB 328P, which is an 8-bit AVR RISC-based processor which runs on this board at 16 MHz. This chip features 2 KB of SRAM, 32 KB of flash for your projects, and 1 KB of EEPROM. It has 3 timers, one 16-bit and 2 8-bit timers, or counters. It has 6 PWM channels, and according to Arduino, it has 6 ADC inputs, although the actual chip that is on the board supports 8 channels. appears two are not used on the UNO. It has two SPI interfaces and one I2C interface. However, the ATmega 328P does not have its own USB interface, which means that there needs to be a USB to serial conversion process going on somewhere. In this case, the ATmega 16U2 microcontroller handles that. The board uses a USB-C connector, which is very nice, especially for the price. And this is so much better than that square type of USB, I think it's USB type B, that is found on the standard UNOs. And the barrel plug that is found on the standard Arduino UNO is also not available on this board, which instead uses a V-in and ground pin that are not populated with any headers. There is a reset button and a user LED tied to pin 13. There is a total of 4 LEDs on this board, one for power, the user programmable one I just mentioned, and then one for transmit and one for receive of things over the USB interface. The pinout appears to be identical to the UNO, just on a much smaller scale. And also the edges are castellated on this board if you wanted to semi-permanently solder it to another PCB, although I'm not sure why you'd want to do that to this specific board. Perhaps if you wanted to affix it to a display PCB for show, that could be a good option. If you're wondering whether to get this board, then it really boils down to a simple question. Are you looking for a microcontroller to use or a microcontroller to show off? If you want to use this board, then I wouldn't advise spending €40 plus on the board like this. You could get yourself a couple of Arduino Nanos for a similar cost, and they would be just as suitable for your projects and even a little bit more compact. I suppose that's the theme of this board. It's a bit of a flex, and it's more of a celebration of Arduino than an actual product for your projects. I still haven't decided what I'm going to do with this board, to be honest, so let me know if you have any ideas down in the comments below. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you found this interesting. If you would like to see more microcontroller reviews, then we have a playlist of our reviews which should be on your screen right now. It is also linked below in the video description. On our website, learnembeddedsystems.co.uk, we have a brand new news section where you can keep up to date with the latest embedded systems news. We are also on Google News, so I'll include a link to that in the description if you want to give us a follow over there. If you have any suggestions about topics you would like us to cover or any improvements we could make, then please do let us know down below. Thank you very much.